Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. So some interesting things to talk about today, and it actually pertains to a new map and a new mode coming to Tanki Online. Now, the last new mode we had in Tanki Online was either Siege or Assault. I honestly think it was Siege. I think we had Assault like, what was that, Christmas of 2016, 2017? Assault's been in the game for a lot longer than a lot of people think. And then I think Siege was added after that. Honestly, it could have been Rugby. Like, I don't even know. Rugby, Siege. It was either Rugby or Siege that was added last. But it's still pretty interesting. It's been years, over 5 at least, since we've had a brand new mode in Tanki Online. So it's actually kind of interesting. We're going to be getting a new one. First, I'll go over the new map. It's actually not really new. It's just you have Boombox here. It's that really small map with the house in the middle. They actually made a matchmaking version of it. It's not in the game yet, but I'm honestly all for it. You guys know I like small maps. This would probably be a 6v6. Knowing Tanki, they'll probably shove 8 people on each team, but I still think this is really cool. This all depends on when we actually get it. If Tanki decides to release it in 5 months and call it new content, we'll be in a bit of a standstill there, but I think it does look pretty nice. They added these outer edges to the map where you can fall off into the abyss. Pretty darn cool. But today we're looking at the forum again, which is kind of funny because usually when I'm looking at the forum, it's another letdown of some sort, but today it's actually pretty good. So OPEX Raw's talking about a brand new mode coming to Tanki Online. The big downside is I'm not exactly sure when this is coming. It could come in a week, it could come in 2 weeks, and then knowing Tanki, it's probably going to come in 2 years, but we can at least read what the mode is going to be like. It's called Conquest Battle Mode, which pretty cool. That's like everything in one conquest. Usually in other games, the conquest mode is like the biggest mode in the game. This mode, in which the rules of team deathmatch, capture the flag, and control points modes are affected simultaneously, so you have all 3 of these modes combined together. The maps feature team bases with flags, similar to CTF mode, and neutral bases, similar to control points mode. Destroying enemy tanks earns, say, 1 team point towards the team's overall standing. Capturing a point earns 1 team point within a few seconds. And delivering a flag, say, earns 30 points. So basically, you capture a flag, you get a ton of points. You capture a point, you get a few points, and then you kill a player, you get a few points as well. Unlike in control points mode, points aren't deducted if the enemy team begins to hold more points. Whether they are deducted, I don't think it matters much. Additionally, when a point is captured, respawn points are activated near the team. They are added to the team's general pool of respawn points and are selected randomly. Interesting, respawn points. So maybe you can't just respawn off death every single time. After capturing a point, players from that team can spawn either at their base or near a captured point. Oh, pretty cool. It's like how in Call of Duty or in Battlefield, you can select where you want to spawn on the map, depending on if your team has control of that area. So that's pretty interesting. I'm curious if we're actually going to get a selection or if it's just going to be you'll randomly spawn near one of your actual controlled points or areas of the map. The average map for this mode will have 2 flags and 3 capture points on the middle lane between the bases. Pretty cool. The mode will have special game dynamics. Capturing the flag rewards the most points. It makes sense to capture the point closest to the enemy flag. Respawn points there will make attacking the flag easier and aid in its capture. If the enemy has built an impenetrable defense on the flag, you can focus your efforts on capturing adjacent points. This will disperse your team's forces by increasing the number of spawn points and further concentrate the enemy spawns. I like this idea a lot. I'm not exactly sure how it would work with the current maps in the game. The only maps I could see this working on are maps like Lost Temple, or whatever that huge map is with all the different houses around it. I could maybe see it working on a map like that. Those seem relatively big enough, but I think that you'd honestly have to have a bigger map than those to make this feel a little bit different. Because those maps, in the grand scheme of it, for this mode, if they want it to work, they're actually relatively small. You need maps that are like 2 to 3 times the size of Lost Temple, for example, if you want this to work that well. Only because I feel like we'll run into the same problem with current Tanki if they're the same size as Lost Temple, where a lot of players are just going to camp. They won't care about the points as much, and it's just going to probably be another camping problem if they don't make a bigger map. So it'd be cool if they release this mode with like a gigantic map designed for this mode in mind. I think that'd be really, really cool and could actually contribute a ton towards the overall play experience for players. The third option, if the enemy holds the flag securely and dominates the map, is to concentrate as much possible on defense and try to lose your own tank slower than the enemy gains points for holding the flag. Then you can win on points by defending tightly, but there's always the risk that one captured flag will ruin everything. I think your team's points determines how many times you can respawn. Like if a team runs out of points, the game ends when you kill every single person on the enemy team. But if the team is earning points still, they're slowly respawning and they still have a chance to come back. I like the idea. Again, it's like Conquest modes in Battlefield, where it's this big, gigantic battle where you're slowly trying to progress to the other side, where you're slowly getting new respawn points by capturing areas further into the enemy's base, and then slowly they're losing the ability to respawn fast because they don't have as many spawn points. So I like that idea. Whoever gets the most done in the mode wins because all actions count towards the team's score. Team coordination isn't necessary. You can spot the perfect moment and yank the flag, adjusting to your team's current captured points and respawn points. As a small consolation bonus, players who exclusively play TDM regardless of the mode or sit as campers in bushes will now actually benefit the team with their actions and be less annoying for other players. Dude, I like this idea. I mean, the Conquest battle mode, he states it as if it's 100% coming and they have it done already. So I assume that means we're getting it in the near future. To be honest, it sounds like maybe a Tanki birthday type thing. So 4 months or so, which kind of sucks, but you know what? As long as it's not 4 years, I will take it. If this is coming out for Tanki's birthday, a huge thing for Tanki's birthday, I'm honestly excited for it. This sounds really fun. It sounds like it could be a new, unique experience. Again, I think the only problem here could be if it releases on a map like Lost Temple, the map just doesn't seem big enough, you know? Like there's still the ability for players to just easily camp in their own base and kill people all the way at other control points. Whereas if you have a map like 2 to 3 times the size of Lost Temple, you're not just going to be able to camp in your base. You're going to actually have to move towards a better position. So people are actually forced to move out of their spawn. Because you have your default spawn in the back, which you could have. But then once you spawn, you can either maybe capture the point in your own spawn, hold that point, which then you'd basically be doing nothing because you don't see the enemy team. Or you can move towards like a third of the way through the map to where the first capture points are. Or you could try to go all the way to the enemy base, sneak around killing players, having maybe someone there to help you, and then sneak out with the flag. I think this is a really cool idea. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Again, I'm excited for it. Anything new, I'm always excited for. And this is something actually really new because I think it could change a lot of the gameplay experience for players overall. But yeah, that is the Conquest mode coming hopefully soon. If you guys are going to spend any money in the shop, don't forget to go to settings, account, choose my creator tag right here. Because if you don't have a creator tag selected, you're just giving Tanki more money at the end of the day. So thank you for that. I'll see you in a future video. Peace out, everybody.